Hey, what's going on, y'all? Sean here, Transform Your Physical Health Live. I'm actually sharing this live on Facebook real quick. So pardon me for a moment. Um, Hope y'all doing good today on this second day of the year. Your health. Okay. Okay. Sorry. All right, here we go. So I hope y'all doing well in this second day of the year. I am, I am excited to talk about what I'm talking about here. I probably won't be on here too long this morning, but I definitely am, like I said, excited about talking about this that I want to talk about because it's something I think about actually quite a bit. Now, what I want to talk about is nutrition as it pertains to changing your body composition, as it pertains to losing weight and all that kind of stuff. Um, embarking on embarking on like a fitness program and that type of thing. Now, I talked a little yesterday in the live about the importance of making sure you change your diet if you're trying to transform your health this year. I think I talked about that in the actual video, the long form video I posted. But anyhow, um, you need to change your diet if you actually want to change your body composition. And a lot of what people do these days is they start exercising and they're doing good, but they're just not changing their diet, or at least they're not changing their diets in substantive ways. They're still they're kind of, just being honest, still falling for what society tries to make us believe, which is that you can eat whatever you want to eat. I mean, lose weight. Let me backtrack. That could be true to some degree, um, as as uh as proven by the professor who went on a Twinkie diet and lost weight. So he proved that you can still lose weight on a junk food diet. But like, what is he really? Um, what's the benefit of that? What kind of nutritional profile are you getting from that? You may be able to lose weight. You're not going to be really eating that much, and you're not really supporting your body with what it needs. But we won't necessarily get into all the nitty gritty of that per se. But anyhow, if you want to transform your body, you really just have to like just buckle down and change your diet. Like, you just can't drink sugar all the time or artificial sweetener. You can't um be eating late and eating dessert all the time. You just can't. And the issue that a lot of us have is that we want to do it and we can't imagine ourselves not consuming those things. But what I'm telling you is, once you give yourself a chance to kind of clean your diet a bit, you'll get used to it and it'll become easy. You just have to make the initial decision and do it. It might be a little difficult the first day or two, day three, day four, so on and so forth. It becomes easier. I'm a living witness. That's why you look at your favorite fitness influencer and you see them eating all these healthy meals and stuff like that. And they probably like junk food as well, but they're used to eating the way that they eat. Okay. They're just used to it. They had to get used to it though. And so it's like the hurdle that everybody has to cross. Now, that's one of the obvious reasons I wanted to talk about proper nutrition for your, fitness and fat loss journey. The other reason is because, and it's kind of what I just mentioned when I talked about the dude who was on the Twinkie diet. What we often overlook is that eating is not just a matter of satisfying your appetite. Eating is not just a matter of having a taste for something and then or putting food in your stomach, as we often phrase it. It's not just a matter of that. If you sit down and just really think and reflect, why do we eat? Why do we eat? The very first people who came into the world, they didn't just eat just because they wanted to. They ate because they literally had to. Now, we have this tongue that allows us to actually get some more enjoyment out of food. We actually like tastes and textures, and eating food is also like a whole experience. However, I've heard people say, talk about how small your tongue is relative to the rest of your digestive system or whatever. It's like you can taste food, but that's not the primary reason. You primarily, as they say, eat to live. And so, but we've turned it because of like this whole system that's been created in our culture, our society. We've turned eating into something that like just totally different because we create foods. I've heard, I think Dr. Hyman called them franken foods. We've created these substances that we eat that you really can't call them food so much because they don't really have any nutritive value, and we try to add nutritive value by adding synthetic vitamins and adding stuff to them so you can say, oh well, it got some vitamin D in there, it has some vitamin C. So we try to be able to do that so we can say there is some vitamin content in there, but we're adding that to like this substance that's not really worthy of being called food. The whole reason I say that is because I believe eating well is not just important for the sake of losing fat in a healthy way. It's also important for the fact that your body is built off of this stuff. And I believe that if you are one who engages in a lot of exercise, um, that if you don't pay attention to your nutrition, then you could possibly be harming yourself. A lot of the root, in my opinion, a lot of the root of a lot of the health issues that we have is not chance, but a lack of proper nutrition, a lack of really understanding that our bodies, as I always say, have fundamental needs. We have things that we need. We have not just nutrients, certain nutrients we need, but we need them in certain quantities. You know, we have, the fact that the whole, whenever as your body runs, it naturally produces um what you call free radicals. The oxidation happens in your body. That's just like whenever I believe the cells in your body kind of give off oxygen molecules. Um, I don't think it's the cells in your body, but what happens is these are produced in your body and they damage the cells in your body. That's what oxidation is. And so you need a diet high in antioxidants to combat oxidation in your body. Okay. So you need that. But like if you're eating a diet, even if you're doing like the Twinkie diet guy did, if you're eating a Twinkie diet, you're not really supporting your body. You're not. You're not. You're actually, I believe that if you're, say for example, you're exercising a whole lot, but your diet is absolute garbage, is absolute trash. And but you exercise, like a lot of us feel like, well, I can go walk this off. I'm gonna go run this off right after I eat it. I believe that we're possibly setting ourselves up for more damage, and is that exercise in that situation is possibly detrimental. And the reason why I believe that is because exercise, while beneficial to your body, is initially it's a stress to your body. It's a stress, and so think about it. Like you're putting this extra strain on a body that isn't even being supported on the back end with proper nutrition, with proper building blocks. I kind of think of it as like you're in a brick house and you're building up that house with bricks, some of which are okay, but then a lot of the bricks, some bricks are made of some substandard material, like some sort of softer concrete or something like that. And then in some spots where you're supposed to put a brick, there is no brick at all. And then storms come and blow against the house, and just think about it. If a house is built up the way it's supposed to be, bricked all up and everything, then it's pretty strong. Brick houses are pretty strong. But if if you don't have like if all the bricks, all those building blocks are not strong, or you have a lot of weak points, a whole lot of weak points, like how is it going to really hold up to that stress? At least over time, it seems like it'll be a lot more likely to collapse, a lot more likely to experience degeneration. And that's why I believe that when we eat a whole lot of junk, that exercise can actually be a detrimental thing. Because when you stress your body with exercise, like I say, it's initially a stress. And then after exercise, that's when your body rebuilds and repairs. And what is it going to repair off of? It needs like, the proper amount of nutrients. It needs the proper amount of protein, and it needs energy from carbohydrates. It needs all these things to repair and rebuild. That's why you can't just exercise and think that everything's going to be all right. You know, you can't. You can't. You actually need, you know, staple foods. Your body has fundamental needs. Now, I'm one of the thoughts I want to share before I get off of here is, now I don't know if this is really the case or not, but like one thing I've wondered a lot about is nutrition for young athletes and whatnot. Like I've wondered, and again, like I have no sort of proof. I'm not saying that this is what it is, but I'm just kind of wondering out loud if part of the reason that some of our kids are having some of these problems, these health problems, heart problems, or whatever. Sometimes I've wondered if it could be linked to something like nutrition. If they have been being supported over their entire um like life up to that point with proper building blocks and whatnot. I just kind of wonder that. I wonder because I mean, again, I don't know. It could very well just be congenital heart defects or different things like that. But I just say that to say, I guess to express my concern. Even with kids, like I remember when I was running track and we would go run track meets and then we would, leave and go to Taco Bell or someplace like that and get just absolute junk to eat. And then, like I even remember a lot of times I ate junk. Um, right, yeah, that too. Kids eat so much sugar these days and don't sleep as much as they should. Right. Mm. The sleep is huge. Sleep, I believe, is a bigger issue for kids now than it was when we were kids because we didn't have smartphones. We had video games, so some people probably playing video games all night. But I mean, of course, it wasn't me. My dad wouldn't dare let me do that. But you got kids sleeping with their phones under their pillows by their beds, trying to like in sending each other messages all night. And like, what is this doing? For their physical foundation. What is it doing? What is it doing? But these are the kind of things that I think that we don't really think about. To me, this is kind of like the no-brainer kind of stuff. Like, how can your body be okay if you're just not getting the fundamental needs met? Like, how can it be? Like to me, it's like A plus B equals C. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's me kind of wondering out loud about the health issues of kid athletes and whatnot. But it pertains to kids and adults. We gotta we gotta support ourselves with good nutrition and like Veronica said, with good sleep and these basic things because like you got all this machinery in here, man. Hearts and valves and livers and kidneys and all this kind of stuff. And all this stuff isn't just here. And it's not we can't take it for granted by just shoveling in junk and then go exercise and say, hey, I'm gonna work it off. No, you're not. Now you may be able to work off some of the energy content of that, but food is not just energy. Food is like this complex combination of various, you know, molecules, compounds, some of which are vitamins and minerals and things. And your body takes those in and it recognizes, oh, okay, yep, we'll take this. Yeah, exactly. Food is programming. It is. It's just like putting how we used to do with computers when we were kids and put the CD-ROM into your computer and then and the computer takes it, reads it, and immediately kind of starts to pull files off and put them here and there and stuff like that. That's kind of like what food is for us. And so your body will know what to do with it. But then whenever you're eating a whole lot of junk food, what is your body supposed to do? What is it supposed to do with that stuff? What kind of information is that? It might be able to pull off and know what to do with some of the stuff in there, but a lot of it is just substance, substance with no clear value. Not only that, not only no clear value, but clear detriment. And so then your body has to be like, what do I do with that? Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like a computer virus. I agree. So like, what do I do with this? I'll put it here. Or let me try to get it out. Let me try to funnel it through the liver and get it out of here. I've heard it said that sometimes if you have like different kind of bumps and boils and stuff, it's like your body attempting to kind of section off junk that it doesn't really know what to do about. So yeah. So anyhow, um, y'all, it's 2025. Like I said yesterday, a lot of us um, are embarking on a new, fresh fitness journey. You can't neglect the nutritional component of that. No matter how vigorous the class is that you go to, no matter how hard you lift weights or how many miles you run, you can't neglect that eating component because that's going to be the biggest part of where your weight loss comes from. But more importantly, you got to support your body. You have to support your body on your fitness journey by giving it all the nutrients that it needs. Otherwise, I think that you're tearing your body down. Okay. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm gonna go out here and eat breakfast with my family. But thank y'all for joining. I hope y'all have a great day today.